money, power, ambition. Throughout history, these three forces have driven humanity to build monuments that touch the sky, bridges that span impossible distances, and structures meant to last forever. But sometimes, these dreams turn into nightmares. Today, we're diving into the most expensive construction mistakes ever made, projects that cost billions, bankrupted countries, and taught us harsh lessons about the limits of human engineering. From billion-dollar ruins to catastrophic collapses that changed entire economies, these stories prove that even the most ambitious projects can crumble when mistakes are made. So, buckle up, because the price tags you're about to hear will blow your mind. Standing 1,080 feet tall in Pyongyang, North Korea, the Ryugyong Hotel is a 105-story pyramid that was supposed to be the world's tallest hotel. Construction began in 1987 with grand ambitions. The regime wanted to show the world that North Korea could build something spectacular, something that would put them on the global map. But here's where it gets interesting. The project was plagued with problems from day one. The concrete was poor quality. The structural design was fundamentally flawed. Engineers quickly realized the building couldn't support the weight of its own design, but admitting failure, that wasn't an option in North Korea. So they kept building, and building, until 1992, when they simply ran out of money. The Soviet Union, their main financial backer, had collapsed. The project came to a grinding halt, leaving a massive concrete skeleton dominating the Pyongyang skyline. For 16 years, this billion-dollar monstrosity sat empty. No windows, no interior. Just a towering reminder of failed ambition. In 2008, an Egyptian company tried to revive it, adding glass panels to the exterior. But even today, it remains unopened, unused, and uninhabitable. The total cost? Over $3 billion, adjusted for inflation. That's 2% of North Korea's entire GDP, wasted on a building that will likely never host a single guest. It's not just the most expensive hotel never built. It's a monument to what happens when pride overrides practical engineering. Before we continue with even more shocking billion-dollar disasters, if you're finding these stories as mind-blowing as I am, smash that subscribe button and hit the like. We've got 4 more catastrophic failures coming up, and trust me, they only get crazier from here. All right, let's keep going. Picture this. It's 1975, and Montreal opens the Mirabel Airport, designed to be the world's largest and most advanced airport. The site covered 39,000 hectares. That's bigger than the entire island of Montreal itself. It was supposed to replace the old Montreal International Airport and handle 50 million passengers a year by the year 2000. The design was revolutionary for its time. The terminal was massive, futuristic, and built to accommodate the predicted boom in air travel. There was just one tiny problem. It was built in the middle of nowhere, 55 kilometers from downtown Montreal. Passengers hated it. Airlines hated it. The trip to Mirabel took over an hour from the city center. Meanwhile, the old airport Dorval was just 20 minutes away. So despite billions spent on Mirabel, airlines kept choosing Dorval. By the 1980s, it was clear Mirabel was a disaster. Passenger numbers never came close to projections. The airport, designed for millions, was serving just a fraction of capacity. In 1997, all passenger flights were moved back to Dorval, now called Trudeau Airport. Mirabel became a cargo-only facility. Then eventually, even that shut down. In 2004, passenger operations officially ended. The beautiful terminal demolished in 2014. Today, all that remains is empty land and a few industrial facilities. The financial damage? Over $5 billion in construction, infrastructure, and lost opportunities. An entire generation of Montreal taxpayers paid for an airport that never fulfilled even a fraction of its promise. It stands as one of the greatest urban planning failures in history, proving that location isn't just important in real estate, it's everything. Now, not all expensive mistakes are complete failures. Some eventually succeed, but at costs so astronomical, they nearly bankrupt everyone involved. Enter the Channel Tunnel, or the Chunnel as it's affectionately known. Connecting England and France beneath the English Channel was a dream that dated back to 1802. For nearly 2 centuries, engineers proposed it, politicians debated it, and investors feared it. Finally, in 1988, construction began. The original budget? £4.7 billion. The reality? It ended up costing £9.5 billion. That's double the estimate. In today's money, we're talking about $18 billion in cost overruns alone. What went wrong? Almost everything. The geological surveys underestimated the difficulty of boring through the seabed. The tunnel boring machines constantly broke down. Safety requirements became more stringent mid-construction, requiring expensive redesigns. Labor disputes caused delays. Political pressure to finish on time led to corners being cut, which then had to be fixed, adding even more costs. 11 workers died during construction. Thousands were injured. The project was a logistical nightmare, spanning 2 countries, 3 different languages, and countless regulatory bodies. The tunnel finally opened in 1994, a year late and billions over budget. The initial investors? They lost almost everything. The original shareholders saw their stakes diluted to nearly nothing as the project required repeated financial bailouts. But here's the twist. Today, the Channel Tunnel is actually successful. It carries millions of passengers and massive amounts of freight every year. It's a crucial link between the UK and mainland Europe. The engineering is genuinely impressive. The cost overruns nearly destroyed the companies involved and burned billions in taxpayer money, but the tunnel itself works. It's a reminder that even successful mega projects can be financial disasters for those who fund them. Sometimes vision and execution are right, but the budget projections are catastrophically wrong. Germany, known for precision engineering, efficiency, and getting things done on time. So what happens when Germany tries to build a new airport? Chaos. Pure expensive chaos. The Berlin Brandenburg Airport was supposed to open in 2011. It was meant to replace Berlin's 3 outdated airports with one modern, efficient hub. The budget? €2 billion. Construction started in 2006. Everything seemed on track. Until it wasn't. First, the fire safety system didn't work. Not just minor issues, the entire system was fundamentally broken. Smoke extraction systems failed. Emergency exits were incorrectly placed. Wiring was installed wrong. The opening was delayed. Then they found more problems. Escalators going the wrong direction. Doors that couldn't open properly. Distance between gates exceeding regulations. More delays. Then it got ridiculous. The airport was designed without considering that planes might actually need to park at the gates. The computer systems couldn't handle the complexity. The baggage handling system was a disaster. Year after year, opening dates were announced and then postponed. 2012, delayed. 2013, delayed. 2014, 2015, 2016, all delayed. It became an international joke. How could Germany, of all countries, mess this up so badly? The costs spiraled out of control. $2 billion became $3 billion, then $4 billion, then $5 billion. Contractors were fired. CEOs resigned. Politicians were embarrassed. Investigations revealed corruption, incompetence, and stunning mismanagement. Finally, in October 2020, 9 years late, the Berlin Brandenburg Airport opened. The total cost? Over €8 billion, 4 times the original budget. The old Berlin airports had already been closed in anticipation. So, even with all the delays, they had no choice but to finish. The airport now operates, and it's actually quite nice. But it stands as a monument to how even wealthy, organized nations can spectacularly fail at infrastructure projects when oversight fails and problems compound. Our final case is different. It's not a failure exactly. It's just astonishingly, impossibly expensive and slow. The Sagrada Familia in Barcelona has been under construction since 1882. Yes, you heard that right. 1882. of dollars, decades of time, entire economies impacted, all because someone, somewhere, made a critical mistake. The next time you see a gleaming new building or infrastructure project, remember these stories. Remember that behind every structure is a budget, a timeline, and thousands of decisions. Get enough of those decisions wrong, and you don't just build a building, you build a billion-dollar mistake. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed diving into these catastrophic failures, check out the next video where we explore construction disasters that actually killed people. And hey, leave a comment. What's the biggest construction failure you've ever seen in your own city? I'd love to hear about it. Until next time, remember, measure twice, cut once, and maybe get a third opinion if you're spending billions.